Good evening, you guys. I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to start getting the notifications. Hey, little Miss Muffin. I'm going to start letting other people start logging on. Hey, Teresa. Shan. I'm letting other people start getting the notifications. I wanted to talk about what I just saw. I'm going to see if I can pull it up. Hey, Carol. Y'all doing okay? Miss Nellie. I know I'm on kind of late tonight. I just popped on. Hey, Mario Johnson. And wait a few more minutes and let other people start getting the notifications. Hey, Joy Loves God. Yeah, it's taking a minute because they've done something to hide my channel. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let's see. Hey, T, how can I talk to you privately? I'm having problems with certain folks. Um, you can send me a message on Facebook or um on my email. Hey, Legacy 360. Okay. You guys, I wanted to talk about let me see. hope I'm able to pull it up. Okay, there it is. I wanted to talk about, ratchetness is like at an all-time high in our community, y'all. I don't really know what's going on, but people have lost their minds. They have. I've never seen anything like I've seen before. We talk about the younger generations, like I always say, and how they don't have any guidance, and they don't. We look at how a bunch of these older people act, and I mean, they're not middle aged; they old, old. Because anytime you acting a damn fool and you in your late 30s and 40s and 50, you're an old fool. And so it's unfortunate because now, when kids were wayward, if their parents went awry, they still had grandmother oftentimes. Okay. They still had grandmothers oftentimes, um, to kind of help to build some type of solid foundation or something. But that's not happening. That's absolutely not happening now. Like, um, folks are off of their rockers. They are. I never thought that I would even live to see this stuff happening, y'all. I didn't. Especially with people like our age, right? And so there was a fight at Southwind High School. And Southwind is like it used to be like a suburban area, like where all of the wealthy people live. Um, but now they're kind of, it's still a lot of wealthy people over there. But they bus people from different areas to their school now. And it don't matter what area you are, you ought to be able to be civilized. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, excuse me. People should be able to be civilized, right? But it's unfortunate that that is not happening at all. And so I was looking at Thaddeus Matthews' page, and on Thaddeus Matthews' page, what we have is some kids got the fighting, right? And I was reading where Thaddeus was saying that hold on, y'all. The mother says she was a concerned mother. Okay. The mother says that she was a concerned mother. Um, the mother says that yeah, you guys keep hitting the like button. Keep hitting the like button. Somehow they've hidden my channel because when I got to looking at it, it's like you have to go way down to even get the first page of my channel. I don't know what they think they're gonna accomplish. I guess they feel like if they hide my channel, they'll be the ones to, people, they'll be able to come to, folks will go to them about the Doss case. They don't know anything about the Doss case. That's the reason why they steal all of my content and make up the rest. They steal people from Memphis content and make up the rest of the shit. Okay. And when it's all said and done, it's being fixed. They're going to come right over here. They're going to go straight to player code. They're going to go to other people. If folks weren't so damn stupid, I mean, a lot of us have other things going on. If they asked, instead of being so dogmatic, they probably could get some help. So what they have to do is they want to have channels like mine. Right. It doesn't show if they want to hire channels like mine because they feel like if they hire hackers, and some of them, I ain't gonna even talk about what's happening. But I appreciate you all for sending in those reports. That's all I got to say about that because y'all did the darn thing. Okay. But it ain't gonna matter because a lot of them ain't gonna even be out to vlog on the Doss case. They ain't gonna even be on the outside. They're gonna be in jail. But when it's all said and done, I don't understand. Like with the Mo 3 case, I would never proclaim to know more than anybody in Dallas or around Texas, especially around Dallas. But see, I ain't got no motherfucking first floor mentality. That's what I talk about when I say ratchetness. These motherfuckers ain't used to shit. Nothing. Come straight out the goddamn sewer. Okay? And so a lot of them got to go back to jail. They can't function outside of that. And so they get a damn white hacker who gonna throw them up under the bus. That's the reason why he was able to reach out to me when he thought that they was getting ready to tell on him and throw him up under the bus. These damn cuckabug heads. That's what he did. I got the emails. He threw him up under the bus. Okay. But that's what I'm talking about, the ratchetness. See, I ain't been really having time to get on here because I make real money. I makes money. But it ain't gonna stop. You don't want to have nobody. That bitch he'll be in jail or dead from an overdose. That's in the atmosphere. It's a damn shame when one man has tried to lead a crusade on a woman, just like a bitch. Real men don't do that unless they have obsessiveness. I worked for the police department for over 20 years. You don't have a consistent pattern of messing with a damn woman and then trying to get other people to go out there unless you're a bitch. You have a damn obsessive personality. I wish so bad it had been him that showed up at my door that day my daddy died, because I would have known, instead of sending that security from CMG that sits on this motherfucking panel, and he talking about he for Dolph. I wish it had been him, because I would have known what time it was. I'd have unloaded on that bitch. I'd have unloaded on him. Don't try to sneak and do nothing, fuck nigga. You's a bitch. From out the bushes to a woman. You say when you kill people, we got the video, bitch. You say you like to look him in the eye, fuck nigga. Come out the bushes and get your ass from behind that computer and stop sending out all these simps, bitch. And you walk your ass to my door and watch and see what I do. Bitch, I'ma kill you, hoe. I'ma kill you. Because you deserve to be killed. Anytime somebody sit up on their panel and send simps out and then get in that, talk about that bullshit, that nigga don't even like Dolph. It's some shit I know I ain't even said. Okay? But I let the FBI handle that fuck nigga. Because it ain't going to change nothing. I'm still going to vlog on the Dolph's case. I still ain't going to pay you dust. You garbage to me. And when it's all said and done, you still have to finesse people from Memphis to get your information because you don't know shit. And they're a bunch of damn fools, except for the ones that's from CMG, because they have an agenda to get up on your panel, to get up on anybody's panel that speaks illy about Memphis. That makes me shame. Okay? You know, I've been looking at videos and stuff about, about stalking. And it's funny, when I started, I've been busy when I started this campaign. I'm going to tell you how sick a nigga is. I started putting up photos on my community page. Y'all go look at it about stalking. He done made that his logo. Okay. Or his avatar. If it's my attention he wants, he'll never get it. So he sends people out to try and taunt me. That's the reason why I went and got a lawyer. And I'm going to get him. He had my phone hacked. He sent that dude that sit up on his panel. One of his insiders hipped us to that. And it's the truth. CMG security? So what was he going to do? Kill me if I had opened that door? Regardless of how anybody feels about Raven, it ain't nowhere in the world that nobody should be taunting that woman like that. They taunt her. I see them taunt Raven more than they taunt Black Youngster. We know he was involved. Cornelius, we know he was involved. And Straight Drop, we know he was involved. Yo Gotti, we know he was involved. Those four we know was involved. If you're talking about justice for Dog. But it's weird that I never, even with Black Youngster cousin being my best friend, I'd always said out of respect, I don't dump on Black Youngster like I could. But I've always let it be known Black Youngster was involved and he going to jail. Hell, she ain't held back on that. But you got people that talk about they for Dolph, they won't mention Black Youngster. And they talking about Free Straight Drop and Cornelius. When we know they the killers. You got folks that came in here trying to get Cornelius out. Cornelius ain't going nowhere to that penitentiary. And that's the exact same place straight Drop going. Okay. So everybody's supposed to, people like garbage so much. People like garbage so much. They haven't stopped to ask themselves, why, if somebody is got their own vlog and they vlogging about a case, why in the world would a nigga be going and be so obsessed with a girl that thinks he garbage? She don't want nothing to do with him. She despises his guts. Hope wishes he would die at this point. And he just can't leave her alone. That's dangerous, y'all. When he can't do it, because hey, he know I got the folks on him. He started pulling other people and getting me to get lawyers for them, getting me to file reports on them, because they don't give a damn about that. I get everybody to do it. Because if you call yourself interested in something, because can't nobody on here solve the Doss case, not unless they're involved. Now that dude that sit up on this panel probably know more, because he's CMG, from my understanding. Okay. But I told y'all from day one, there were people that was put on here to change the narrative as it relates to the Doss case. I don't have the energy to try to change something that I can't change anyways. I couldn't change it if I wanted to. What I want to do that for? Hell, I want to see Daw's fiance, his children, and his mother and them get justice. Talking about free the killers ain't getting him no justice. Cornelius went out there. They went in that damn house and got Cornelius' phone and got all them damn text messages where he was texting back and forth to them niggas. It was his damn phone. So he got to be responsible for that. See, I just gave them something else to eat off of. You motherfuckers will never know more than me. So what they do is they want to try to discredit me to try to get me to get them a bone so that they can eat off of. Motherfucker, I just gave you a bone, bitch. Eat off of that. They got them text messages and it was Cornelius's phone. Eat off of that. I just gave you some. So I always want people to eat. I just gave you something you didn't have because you can't know more than me. You won't. You won't know more than Player Co and them. Hey, I ain't got no issues with the fact that Player Co and them grew up in North Memphis around God and them. Hey, I ain't studying Gotti. I ain't studying him because I know he was involved. But I ain't mad at them because they grew up around Gotti and Juke them and have a liking for them. I'd be a damn fool too. Okay. And so, like I said, I think it's a darn shame the lengths that people go through to try and destroy folks. I do. I'm not worried about the channel because they gonna get it back right. And it could be because I ain't been on here. The hours and stuff start to drop and all of that because I have to be somewhere making some real money. YouTube couldn't pay me what I make even with my video company. YouTube couldn't pay me that. This is a means and a way of me expanding. But YouTube can't pay me just with my production company, bitch. I get over $11,000 a month. And that's on a slow month in advertisement. You motherfuckers can't, y'all can't top that. But y'all want to fight over crumbs. I don't have a first floor mentality. I don't. And so it don't give me pleasure to have to go get lawyers because of a few people have decided that they want to violate. As a woman, it ain't nowhere in the world that I would let men send me out to try and violate and destroy another woman. Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. When they got violations on the inside of them, they don't care about no women. That sword gonna turn. They already know that they can't come at me directly because they got paperwork on them. So they send their hackers out. He want to listen to my conversations. He want to, like the hacker told me, he want to know where your mama live at. Bitch, you would die faster than full-blown AIDS talking about keeping tabs on my mama, bitch. Because I'll drop a bag on your asshole. And I got the bag to drop. I ain't no damn crackhead. A potato chip bag. How about that? A potato chip bag. I pour a potato chip bag on top of your head. Okay? A potato chip bag. I'll take the potato chips and open it up and pour it on top of your head. That's what I'm talking about when I say that. A potato chip bag. And then I'll ball the paper up and throw it on top of your head. That's what I'm talking about with that. Okay? And then I take the paper from the Bible and tear it out and read it to you and put it on top of your head. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, bitch. Okay? Because I don't believe in violence. But it's sad though. It is. It's real. It's sad. It is sad. Ratchetness, ratchetness is at an all-time high in our community. It is. And when you got all of these older adults, right? And I don't claim to be balling because I have a lot of overheads. I have a lot of overheads as it relates to my video company and stuff. So even if you bring in, because see, I'm honest, you bring in 11,000 a month, okay? That's on a slow month. If you bring in 11 G's, you're gonna spend out about 6 in paying everything that comes with that. Okay. See, I ain't no flodger. Okay. But I think it's sad that ratchetness and jealousy is at an all-time high. And so when I saw that on Thaddeus Matthews, I saw this on Thaddeus Matthews show where, yeah, I heard about that. About the that at Moneybags restaurant. But I saw this and I was like, what is going on when are consistently um our children are consistently um getting into it and they don't have anybody, right? They don't have nobody to teach them right anymore. You know, they said that the mother was 40 years old and so the mother had reached out to Thaddeus Matthews and told Thaddeus Matthews about what had happened. They From my understanding, the mother says that her child and the other child got into it. They got into a fist fight where her child ended up winning the fight. And so the child who lost the fight, mother came back and came up to the school. Y'all, this is sad. I just don't understand what this world is coming to. I don't. And I think that's why my patience is I've always had bad nerves anyways. I don't have high tolerance for ignorant people. I have a high tolerance for, when what children that need help, people that really want to be helped. When folks say, well, how you have the patience to help people? I said, let me tell you something. When I see that a person really wants some help for real, I break my damn back to try and do whatever is necessary to try and help that person. When I know that a person is sincere about truly wanting some help, I promise to God I do it. But when I see a person that's just ignorant and dogmatic and all that, I can't stand them. I can't stand them. And I don't have no patience for it. I don't have patience for people with covetous spirits. They've been doing this stuff, since the Mo3 situation? I wanna make all the money because I come from nothing. I'm a bomb and we got to kill people since bitch y'all up a lot of them already up under investigation. So if it's all about trying to solve a situation, why don't you get on your vlog and get your subscribers? Because one thing about subscribers, they go from one page to another because they want to hear what everybody got to say. You can't hold no subscribers hostage. You can't do it. And I don't try to hold no subscribers hostage. Cause they got free will to do whatever. You can't come on my page if you gonna go on another page and root them on because I gotta have all the money and all the subscribers. You sound like a damn fool that come out the sewer that ain't never had nothing. When folks sit up and tell me, I was on such and such page and blah blah blah, I could know they cap, and I go, oh, okay, cool, and I know that they capping. You ain't gonna hear me say nothing, especially if they ain't did nothing to me, because it is up to the subscribers. You can say whatever you want to say. Folks gonna believe whatever they want to. That's the reason why I tell people, hey, let it play out. Let it play out. Because one thing about this Dawes case, it's going to play out. And ain't nobody on the internet solved it, not unless you was out there. Hell, Raven wasn't even out there. She wasn't even out there. And so, regardless of how I feel, you don't even hear me maliciously going after Gotti or Black Youngster or even Straight Drop or Cornelius. I say what I have to say, but I don't maliciously go after them because all of that's going to play out anyways. It ain't no need to, because it's all going to play out. I can't solve the Dawes case. Hell, I'm not a Memphis police investigator. I'm not an FBI agent. So I can't solve it. I don't know the witnesses that the real investigators that's on the case have connections with. I'm not in contact with them. And as much as they pay vloggers to get on here to contact those witnesses so that they can intimidate them and run them off or kill them, God still has kept them protected. They still don't know who the witnesses are. So you'll never hear me get on here and talk about a damn witness. Even if I knew the witnesses, they won't be talked about on this show. You'll never get me charged with interfering with an investigation. You'll never get me charged with tampering with witnesses like some of these other ones is going to be. I really want to see him get justice for real. I don't want to see the people that was involved get off. I want to see him get justice. And I understand that it is the witnesses that saw it, the witnesses that knew about it. They're going to be the ones to get up on the stand to convince the jury. And a witness can back out at any time that they want to. And I don't want no witnesses backing out because of fear. So now I don't know. I don't know nothing about no witness. Ain't seen nothing, ain't heard nothing, don't know nothing as it relates to a witness. That ain't even in my pay grade. Okay? Because they're going to be the ones to bring it home. I'm not getting on here spewing out all types of narratives to jury tamper. Okay? We already know that regardless of whether the people seen it, say it or not, that everybody know about the Young Dawes case. So I understand that it is the strategy of a defense attorney to tell a record label to get a bunch of stragglers who ain't never had nothing and put them on the internet and get them to jury tamper, put out all types of narratives. And so when I say, hey, let it play out. Let it play out. It's going to play out. I'm not putting out all types of crazy stuff. And when I do put out something, you know it's the truth. It goes against and it deviates from the lies. She a problem. So you go over there to her house and kill her, Steve. Because that's what they said his name was. But he better be glad I didn't know who he was and that my daddy had died that day, or else that motherfucker would be in a box. What kind of damn man let another man send him out to go knock on a woman's door? You'll be getting a visit from the FBI real soon too, Steve. See, I don't know if these niggas bumping booties or what. But no other man, no woman is gonna tell me, send me out to violate nobody. So what does that have to do with the Doss case? Y'all, that's what I'm trying to understand. If you say that you want a case solved, of course you can't solve it on the internet. All you can do is talk about it. Oh, this could be it, that could be it, this could be that, this could be that. But when you start getting angry, it's something else involved. Okay? No woman, nobody could ever send me out to violate anybody. Period. Period. What does that have to do with getting justice or wanting justice? Because they can't get no justice, not unless they was out there. Let me tell y'all something right now. Nobody on this internet could get justice for Young Dolph, not unless they know what happened. They know the people. They know exactly what happened. Were they out there? Were they a part of the play? Are they related to some of the people that is accused of this? Do they know them in any kind of way? Do you know what happened? I went out there. I don't know why they went and killed him. Okay? Based on what I was told, I can come up with a conclusion of why they might have did it. But I don't know. So if you got your own vlog, why don't you stay on your vlog and vlog on your stuff? You come up with whatever you come up with. You put that on your vlog. What does violating, when you start violating other people, what does that have to do with what you say getting justice for Young Dolph? So now it becomes something sadistic. So you send somebody to my house to take me out because I don't believe what you say. You know, I know what you're saying lies. What does that have to do with getting justice for Young Dolph? Sending simps to people's jobs and stuff. Folks sitting all out in the cookie shop. Like the police officer said, these folks got jobs, some of them. They paying mortgages, and they let him send them out. Sitting out in a lot of the cookie shop like a goddamn simp. A fool. And when it's all said and done, what does that have to do with justice for Young Dolph? Because justice for Young Dolph would be trying to support his family. I got my black men deserve to grow old shirts. I got the oversized one that I put boots on with and wore like a dress. That's what I did. Ask me a J. I turned around and ordered my grandbaby some shirts, some t-shirts. I get text messages almost every other day when they running sales. That's how you support Young Dolph. Not trying to send everybody at me. I'm a damn I'm not. I don't care how mad I get. I get mad because I don't bother people. I don't violate people. My mama raised me better than that. Okay. So I get into it with somebody. We might cuss each other out. I'm gone on. But when you've been messing with somebody for 2 years, that's an obsession. You a damn man. So now you've got a bunch of simps around you. Okay, I ain't gonna do it because she got paperwork on me. I'm gonna start sending everybody else out to do it. I'm gonna let the women do it. And as a woman, y'all do it. A man that said, I would be scared of anybody. that says, I don't give a F about myself. I wouldn't deal with a person that said, I don't give a F. I heard him say it. I don't give a F. I don't give a F about myself. You motherfuckers think he give a fuck about you? He'll send you over to jump over that bridge and get a kick out of it. I got him to do it. A person that don't care about themselves ain't got nothing to lose. A lot of you might not have much, but you got something to lose. You might care about yourself. And y'all let a nigga send you out to violate a woman who wants nothing to do with him for 2 years? Okay? For 2 years. That's all right, though. Let's move on, y'all. Ratchetness is at an all-time high in our community. He ain't the only one, it's other ones. I think next time I give me a hack, I'm gonna give me one from Alabama. Okay, but the feds probably gonna be in and got all the ones from there. Ain't gonna be none left. I'm gonna have to go somewhere else and get me a hacker, an ethical hacker, that is. Okay, because it's a lot of them in Texas too. It ain't gonna be none down there either. Okay, and we already know it's a security risk when you over in another country hacking. They told me that when I asked about it. I'm gonna say verbatim what he said. He said, "What did you say?" I said, "From over in the UK." He said, "Okay, now we got a security risk. If I'm lying, my daddy ain't dead, and we know he dead. He passed on. Don't send me no emails. Don't comment. Don't listen. Not unless you're gonna tell me something. You're gonna tell me something that we could use." That's gonna help this case that we got going. Shout out to my subscribers. Y'all flooded the FBI on that site. And it wasn't no fake reports either. Because you get in trouble for fake reports. Okay. I shouldn't even have to be going through this. Okay. I shouldn't even have to be going through this for 2 years. Okay. But anyways, you guys, let me move on because I don't want to get stuck on that. But anyways, I saw this on Thaddeus Matthews' page, right? Thank you, Tamika. I saw this on Thaddeus Matthews' page. Y'all get the likes up and to kick the video into the algorithm. And Thaddeus, the concerned parent had written Thaddeus and let Thaddeus know that their children, her daughter goes to Southwind, and the daughter, I think it's a daughter, and the other girl had gotten into a fight, and her daughter had won. And so then what ended up happening was the mother came back up there and encouraged the other girls to jump and fight the daughter. Okay? To jump and fight the daughter. Her daughter. Y'all, it's sad on a whole nother level. But let's look at this. Now, this is sad on a whole nother level, y'all. Let me just say why it's sad. Let me just say why it's sad. It's sad because before the mother got there, When they had the first fight, the other kids didn't jump in. But I want to show y'all the mother. Hold on, y'all on it. Okay, this right here. This right here, they say is the mother. And she's 40 years old. That's the mother right there. Okay, well, I guess with her fur flops on, with the black pants on, and she is encouraging them because her daughter lost the fight. Her daughter lost the first fight. She comes back up there, and I guess she gives the other friends who didn't jump in the fight the first time the courage to stump and beat this person, this other kid right here. Okay. Now you hear the mother saying to the other child, the other girl, touch my child if you want to, as the child is trying to get away after all of them had jumped her. Touch her again if you want to. Touch her if you want to. Y'all, what kind of world we living in now? Right? Hey, I got into fights at school and I got my ass whooped sometimes, and we just fought until we were even. I told y'all about the girl named Tiffany. We got to fighting one day coming home from school and she beat me up. Okay? So then she lived around the other side of the projects. And they said, Tiffany out. I said, the bitch out. I'm on my way. And I went back around there and I whooped her ass. And then we was even. We started playing hopscotch again because we couldn't play hopscotch as long as she had beat me up. You just fight until you even, okay? Or until you realize that you can't whoop them. And then you just go ahead on and let it go. You keep getting your ass tore out the frame. But then I didn't have a mother that was encouraging me. You better go back and fight until you even. No, when we were fighting, we didn't even tell our mamas. Okay, we didn't even tell our mamas when we were fighting. Our hair was just wild all over our heads and stuff. And they figured that we had been fighting because they was not going to encourage it. But that woman is 40 years old, okay? And you got 15, 16-year-old kids, right? You got 15 to 16-year-old kids. And she's encouraging them all to jump this child. Basically being an adult, putting fear. The child didn't even fight back this time because the mother was out there saying, I dare you put your hands on my child. So she should be charged. She intimidating the child while all the other kids, the friends was there when they got to fighting the first time and nothing happened. They didn't jump in the first time when she got her ass whooped. And so that's why I say, y'all, what is going on? Why are women so comfortable with being ratchet? Women are supposed to be the models, right? That's why the Bible says a woman can tear her household down. So y'all help me with her mouth or whatever, build a household up or tear it down. A foolish woman tears her household down. How do we expect young ladies to carry themselves when they got a bunch of ratchet mothers? Now, that same mother probably ain't been to no PTA meeting because she's sitting up cussing in front of her mama. Yeah, B, I got you, B. She cussing all in front of her mama and stuff. While her mama sat there and encouraged that because her child ran home and said, I got into a fight and she beat me up. It's a darn shame what they did to this child. It brought tears to my eyes, y'all, because I told you I have a soft spot for kids. I don't like to see adults mistreating kids. This is y'all. What is going on? Look, y'all. Look at all the phones that's out. Y'all, look at how they got all the phones out. That's the new drug now, y'all. And but you know what? Why they had them phones out? The very phones that they had out video and it's hoping that they get a lot of views on their social media is gonna be what get that mother's ass put in jail. And it should. And it should. Let's get to it. Oh shit. Y'all, it's too horrible to watch, y'all. I can't. It really is. It's too horrible. It's sad on a whole nother level. Y'all, what kind of world do we live in when mothers are encouraging not only her child and then daring the child to fight back, but also encourage other people's children to jump the girl? They didn't have that energy when they was fighting the first time, and they saw their friend getting her ass tore out the frame. But the mother comes back up there and cusses the child out, and then dare her to hit the child back. That's why I say, y'all, all of this craziness, all of this ratchetness, and I know we get mad and cuss sometimes. I get on here and cuss folks out. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to blow my nose. Okay. And I'm coughing because it was hot today. The weather been up and down. It was hot today. And I think the weather is taking a toll on me with being up and down. I'm having to be out in it. If you see me get on here and cuss people out, it is because they mess with me first. I don't bother people. And that's why it makes me so mad, because I make sure that I don't bother people because I don't want them bothering me. Right? But I think it's a darn shame when people feel like that they have an obligation and a right to invade somebody else's privacy, to invade their space and violate them. And what that mother did was she violated that child by daring that child to fight back and encouraged her child and her child's friends to jump that girl, brought them back up there to do that. That's sick on a whole nother level. It is. So that's why I say, what is going on with women? What is going on with women? Because, that they said the mother is 40 years old. So the bitch ain't young, excuse my French. She should know better. She does know better. And so we we have our kids, and they're doing all types of stuff, and we wonder why, when we talk about young girls and they're selling themselves for $40, and I'm not referring to that child. I'm just saying in general. They're selling themselves for $40. They ain't got no role models at home. Like I said, the mother, and most homes are single parent homes. And so when people sit up and say, well, the child is like that because they come from a single parent home. And let me tell you something. There are a lot of women that raise men of valor. They came out of single parent homes and they're respectable. They don't violate people and they are masculine. Okay, so all men that came up in single parent homes ain't got sissy tendencies. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Some of these ones that claim that they thugs is sissified. Okay, they act like a bunch of bitches. They feel like they're supposed to be able to violate people and do whatever they want to people. And a lot of them came from two parent homes. So I said that to say this: mothers have been raising sons by themselves for a long time, and all of them don't come out bad. Like I said, they're masculine, they're respectful. They might get into some stuff because she can't teach them what a man can show them, but she can build some type of values on the inside of them and teach them respect, how to respect themselves and how to respect other people. And that's the issue that we're dealing with. People don't want to respect other people. They don't even respect themselves. They don't feel like they're even supposed to respect other people. And so we got young girls who don't know how to carry themselves. Because look at what mama did. Look at what mama did. So not only does she pull her daughter into something like this, she helped to encourage, she helped some more girls, other people's children. That's the reason why I didn't have any and everybody around my children. I didn't do it. Okay. And I'm very protective of my energy. They call me a weirdo and everything else. I have to spend a lot of time alone because energies transfer. You would think that women that was my age in their 40s and stuff would have some maturity about themselves. But you got a lot of women that ain't got no class about themselves and ain't trying to learn none. They okay with just being ratchet. I couldn't have no daughters watching me and sitting up drinking and smoking every day, guiding them. Now you the mother, you supposed to be guiding your children right. And you help to send them into a burning house. If a child ain't got their mother to guide them right, who do they really have? Because nobody cares about you or supposed to like your own folks do, your own parents. Okay. And so we talk about how fathers need to be, be in the home, and they do. Even if they ain't gonna be with the woman, they need to. And we put it all at their feet. And hey, we got to put the responsibility on them because they got to start doing what is necessary and being a good influence and getting themselves right to help to raise their children, even if they're not with the mother. But we got a whole responsibility because we say, well, and I got a habit of saying it too. Well, the mother is the sole provider, and yeah, she is the sole provider. But she's not to just provide financially. She needs to be trying to give them some type of righteousness and emotional support. A lot of these kids emotionally unstable because they got a mama that's batshit crazy, and she ignorant on purpose. I've seen children that was just nervous as they could be because of all the confusion and stuff that they damn mama keep up. She mad at the child because she having a bad day because she want Tom, Dick, and Harry up in her house, and after 2-3 months he gone on. So she keep the child a nervous wreck. She confided my child. I hate to hear mothers say that as it relates to kids that are 10, 11 years old. My child, my best friend. That's my road dog. I confide in my 12-year-old daughter and tell her everything. That's too much to put on a damn child. Let these kids have a childhood. Okay? Let them have a childhood. And so ratchetness is at an all-time high in our community. It is. It's at an all-time high. Okay? Because we got mothers and stuff. We got young women that are not, they don't want to do no better. They think that is cute. You got to be crazy to be sitting up in your 30s and 40s and 50s thinking that keeping confusion and stuff going all the time is cute. It ain't nothing cute about it. Keeping chaos in your household. As I was saying, hey, yeah, I believe that the man, a righteous man, and not just anything, just because you're a man, it don't qualify you to be the head of nothing. Because a lot of times you ain't qualified to be. And having money don't qualify you to be the head if you're a damn fool. If you're a real fool for real. But women are supposed to be the models. They set the tone for everything. They watch the women. That's why they say if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Because she sets the tone. It is her energy that sets the tone as it relates to the first lady of the church, the first lady in a household, whether she's a first lady, a preacher's wife or not. She's the first lady in that household. So she sets the tone. And it's too many women that's helping to tear down our community. We put it all at the feet of the men. Hey, a lot of women have had to step up because a lot of men are doing what they're supposed to do, but it's just still too many women, okay, that's tearing up their households. Even with being single parents, well, I'm a single parent and it don't matter. You don't have to raise your children up in unhealthy households. Teaching them how to be ratchet. Okay. I think it's a shame. I think it's a shame before God. You know, you have to, it's sad. I don't know what's going on in our community. Like I said, hey, you got kids on social media, you still need to be watching what they post. Well, that's their page. No, you have to watch what they post. I ain't gonna lie, my kids will block me, but I sure made fake pages and would watch them. Okay. Because I would say, what happened to you? I don't know, mama, but they secretly blocked me, right? And so one day I was looking at, because my kids knew what not to do. I found my daughter's page, and she took a picture at school with her tongue out. That was around the time, the era, and you got a bunch of old chicks doing it too. Old, oh Lord help me, taking pictures with their tongue and stuff hanging all out, looking like a fool. And guess what happened? I heard her bad when I took that phone. And to this day, you won't catch either one of my kids on a. And I'm not saying that any other kids that do it is bad, but they're just ways that girls should. They weren't gonna be all on social media, and I'm their mama, taking pictures with their tongue and stuff hanging out, licking their tongue and stuff out. It wasn't gonna happen, and they don't do it now. As a matter of fact, they don't really even post on no social media. One of my daughters started her a YouTube page. I'm so proud of her, and I wish I could tell y'all to go support her, but I can't do that until the stalkers are arrested, and then I'll say it's safe. Okay, it's a darn shame that I be wanting to shout out people's pages and what they have going on, But in the past, when I've done that, I've seen people run over to their pages because of their obsession with me and act like that they wanted to support them, only later to start talking about I'm exposing such and start throwing dirt on them and hacking them and stuff like that. People don't get on here for that. You got to be sick. But that's all right though, y'all. I'm getting rid of the stream, y'all, because that's how they've been getting in also. And it's something else that they're doing. Okay. Tamika says, yes, ma'am, Tamara. My 16-year-old daughter is into Amy. I'm so fortunate. She's such an introvert and into medical. That's awesome. That's what we have to set the standards, whether you got a man in the household or not. You have to set standards. You have to. Your children are watching you, right? Your children are watching you. Just because you're a single mother, it doesn't give you a pass. Like I said, people don't want to talk about it doesn't give you a pass to be bitchy and crazy and all of that. Well, I have a heart. Okay, well, you're gonna have to stop having all them babies. But people don't, that's offensive. That's not judging them when you got them. We don't judge them when they have them. Do what you're supposed to do. But you're gonna need to stop having them because it's irresponsible to be consistently having damn kids you already know you can't take care of. But we always putting a pacifier. Well, you judging her. No, that ain't judging her. That's being real as a 40-something-year-old woman. Another black woman. Sis, you 30 years old. You got 6 kids. You still young, which means you probably can have 6 more. You need to go ahead and shut it down. Somebody should have had told her 3 kids ago, but the kids here now, you got to love them. You got to, we don't fault the children. But people ain't being real no more because they want to see folks crash out. I've never seen people so evil that they sit and watch people make mistakes without telling them something in love and saying, let me tell you something, little sis. Little sis, listen, that dude ain't married you. And I ain't judging nobody because I got 2 and I ain't never been married. So I'm not judging them. But I remember when I got pregnant with that second baby, my grandmama said, all right, gal, all right, girl, you ain't got no husband. So I already know that this is the last one, right? Until you get a husband. I never got a husband and I never got pregnant again. I ain't never had no abortions, no nothing. I became responsible. Okay. But people, I never thought I would live to see the day that people sit up and watch folks crash out and make all of these mistakes so that they could talk about them. They love to see people doing bad. A cute little girl, they want to see her have all them babies. I remember when she had that cute shape. She ain't got that cute shape no more. All the men want her. She got them 6 babies now. They be wanting to see them. They jealous of them. So they already know that the girl has been misguided. Ain't had no guidance. So instead of pulling them to the side and telling them something in love, especially if you got their ear, they like to sit back and watch them crash out so that they can have something to gossip about. I don't gossip about people's misfortunes. You're not going to get me into no. I'm going to tell you 2 things you ain't going to get me to do. You ain't going to get me to gossip about nobody's misfortune, and you ain't going to be able to pull me into nothing to team up on nobody to take them down. Ever. That's the reason why they can't stand me on here now. Okay? You'll never get me to do it. I ain't desperate. I'm not desperate. And even if I was, I wouldn't do it. That's the reason why I gets my ass up and I go makes me a bag. Okay. I got up today. I went down to that bonding company and I wrote them bonds and stuff up and I made me a damn bag and came home. Okay. And I'm going to get up tomorrow, go get my new truck windows tinted, and I'm going down there to that bonding company and make me another bag. Before I get on here and scrap for crumbs, I'll get up at 7 o'clock every morning and work from 7 until 7. Tired and all, forgetting about everything. I was so tired today, I was running out through red lights. Okay? I'm not going to get on here and do it, and I'm not going to have nobody violating me. And to prove to that nigga and the rest of them dudes that they're not going to get away with violating me, I'll keep working and keep hiring whoever I need to show them you violated the wrong one, because I didn't do nothing to them dudes. You can't become obsessed with a woman and decide you're going to violate them and then get comfortable with doing it. Because I was going through something when my dad was sick. Now they're saying I've been violating her, hacking her phone, listening to a conversation. Do y'all know how easy it is to hack a phone? Apples ain't worth a damn. I got a right to listen to a conversation. Bitch, you ain't welcome in my life, ho. And that's how stalkers are. And so, I was looking at this documentary where they was this man, they was talking about different stalkers, right? And so they was talking about different stalkers, and they had interviewed this stalker that they had finally arrested. And so they was asking him, why you harass her and stalk her for so long? Why you stalking? He thought he owned her. He saw her and wanted to, because he knew she would never feel nothing for him. He wanted her attention by trying to violate her. And so that man, he became so crazy. They said they didn't even know that man was that crazy. He had a good job. And he said, I quit my job because what they started doing was they was saying that if they was throwing my job in my face, if I didn't leave her alone, I could get fired. So I just quit the job so that they wouldn't throw the job in my face and I could. So in other words, he was saying, I quit my job. I just gave them the job back so I can continue stalking her. They weren't going to hold that over my head because I had a right to stalk her because she belonged to me. This lady had never had a relationship with this man or nothing. It has become serious when people become obsessed enough with you to start sending people to your office and to your house. And you got people crazy enough to do it. Okay. And so that's why I say ratchetness is at a all-time high. Y'all, it's sad. It really is. It's sad on so many levels. I'm not used to people being comfortable, and it ain't got nothing to do with being out in the streets. I was raised around street dudes and gangsters. Whatever they was doing, they doing good now because they own successful clubs and stuff. Some of them are still out in the street and they don't violate people like that. They get their money. That's what they do. They're gonna get their money. And they don't want nothing to do with no woman that don't want anything to do with them. That makes them look like a sissy, a wimp. Okay? That's what it makes them look like. When I had started speaking about how these men were messing with me, when I first started filing police reports, when I saw that it was becoming real obsessive, I started, thank you Tamika Jones for the 4.99 super sticker. When it started becoming real obsessive, and I remember when I filed my first police report, and I remember I was sitting there talking to the investigator. He said, "You got to be kidding me! You got to be kidding me! I know that they actually thought it was funny in the beginning. I know it ain't nobody on YouTube. You ain't got a bunch of grown people on YouTube talking about putting hits on people, and you ain't got people crazy enough to be coming to other people's houses about you about YouTube, right?" So my dad was sick. I was started, and then I would stop. And I remember I would go file another report because he just wouldn't stop. He said he wasn't gonna stop. And I remember one of the investigators said to me, he took a real strong interest. He said, "I watched him. You got a problem on your hand because I pulled his history. Tam, I don't think you need to stop. You're gonna have issues later on if you do." I watched him. He has some type of sadistic fascination with you where he hates you, but he's fascinated with you because he ain't got no reason to hate you. And that's gonna be ugly. And he said, if we stop him, what's gonna start happening is he gonna start getting other people to come at you. That was 2 years ago. He said, "I don't think you should stop, baby girl, because I've been watching him. You don't need to stop." And I would go, "Dog, I ain't got time to be constantly going, filling out paperwork and doing this, and that." Because he told me immediately what to do. And so I stopped again. But I ain't my dad gone. Because my dad was sick. He was transitioning and it had me stressed out. They was listening to my phone calls. I was so stressed out. I'm a damn private investigator myself. I was so stressed out. It was hacking my computer. I didn't know the difference because I didn't even care about this YouTube stuff. I would jump on here after I left the hospital to take my mind off of seeing my daddy's body dying. That's what I was doing. It was an outlet. Because if I didn't jump on here, I would be sitting in my house with the damn lights out, stressed out. My dad was my damn business partner and my dad. Everything that I ever did in business, we did side by side. So I was going through, they want to say, "Well, she going through a mental breakdown." Some of these motherfuckers is mentally ill. It's a difference in being mentally ill and having a mental breakdown. Okay. I had a reason to, but guess what? I still didn't have a mental breakdown. I was just grieving. I still ain't mentally ill like some of them. I don't have an obsessive, compulsive personality. I don't. And so they was violating me to the core and laughing about it. And they think I'm not going to get them. And you still got them saying, "Well, they just gonna have to take me to jail before I leave her alone." Well, bitch, the pleasure is mine. Jail or dead. Death or jail, I'll take either one. It wouldn't make me no difference. Because if you violate a person, you really ought to be dead. Because sane people don't violate people. Okay? And so that's why I say it's at an all-time high. So, they doing something. It could be because the hours are going down. YouTube, I was talking about they doing some type of investigation, child. But it ain't gonna stop nothing. Cause I always get the tea. I always get it. I don't say nothing about them going looking at my videos and having somebody to get a membership in my members and trying to find ways to reconstruct the tea that I put out. All they got to do is say, I heard this on Real Talk with Tamara, and I wouldn't even have no issues with it. But a lot of them threatened by me, y'all. That's what it is. They want people to think that they got inside sources while they regurgitate a lot of somebody else's information. It ain't just me, it's some of everybody. You better know if I've heard something from somebody else's page, just like I just got that off of Thaddeus' page. I wasn't gonna download it and download it and then download it to my computer and pull it up like it was mine. I got it off of his page. I don't have a covetous spirit. I don't. And so I would be misleading people if I got on here and say, I'm solving the Young Dogs case. It ain't no way possibly that I can solve the Young Dogs case. And can I tell y'all another secret? Can't nobody on the internet do it either. Not unless they was out there. Not unless they were a part of the planning of it. And I have my suspicions about quite a few of these damn vloggers. I have my suspicions. But I can't solve the Young Dogs case. Thank you, Tamika, for becoming a new member. But what I can do when they tell me some information, because I'm not working on the Young Dogs case in no way, shape, or form. Okay? Never was. The closest I got to that and could have had the but hell, I mean, hell, I've been told about the discovery. A lot of that. A defense attorney reached out to me about bringing my team on as a court appointed private investigator, and I declined it. I declined it. I've never said who it was, but I can bet you it happened on my daddy's grave. It happened. I declined it. I ain't gonna vlog on the case. See, I'm not thirsty like that. I could have took it, got the whole discovery, and then been on here throwing out hints, such and such, so I know I'm not thirsty like that. And the person that took it, I don't want them telling me nothing. And we talk and meet at the coffee shop several times a week. But I bet you we don't mention that. So I'm not thirsty like that because I understand the true professionals that's got the evidence, that's talking to the witnesses, and that have already gotten confessions from some of the people that's involved. They know about that. We don't know about that. So there is no way possible for me being on the outside. I'd be a damn fool to ever believe. And I don't have the witness statements. I don't have none of that to ever fix my mouth to say I'm solving the Young Dogs case. Now I vlog on it. I want justice for Young Dog. And when I can drop some diamonds that don't hurt the case, I'll do that. But I can't solve it because the Memphis Police Department and the Federal Bureau of Investigations has already gotten it solved. And it's still an open case. They're still working it. So I'm not going to mislead people because I'm not mentally ill. I'm not going to be falsely accusing people and getting their lives and stuff put in danger. People don't respect. It's amazing to me how adults are so mentally insane. They can't respect another adult. That's when people have an agenda. If I sit up and say to you, ain't nobody told me that Raven was involved. Nobody told me that. So I can't put that girl life in danger like that. So you have to understand there are some people that are sadistic. If they can send somebody else out to harm somebody, they'll do it. That's a person that is sadistic in nature. They look for weak-minded people that want acceptance and they send them out because nobody could ever send me to nobody's house or to nobody's place of business while they sit back and smirk and grin about being able to send out a damn fool. Because that ain't got a damn thing to do with solving a case. That's a person that is sadistic and like taunting people and want to see a damn bloodbath. So if I say Castelia is 3-4 minutes up the street, we already know that a lot of those young men look at my channel. If they go, even if they don't say nothing, Paper Route Woo have been start following me on Instagram, and I don't even be on Instagram. So if they go, well, dog, Miss Tamara said the cookie shop was involved. Oh man. I be looking at her channel. So I trust what she say. I'm getting ready to go spin on them niggas. That would be irresponsible of me, morally and professionally. I'd be a damn fool as character wise to sit up and try and push a narrative as being true just because that is what I think. And you ain't got no damn proof. You ain't heard the police say it. And they the ones that's got the evidence and talking to some of these people that folks talking about free. You don't know if some of them ain't admitted to being involved. You don't know that. So you'll never hear me get on my page and try to create an atmosphere for somebody to go up in that cookie shop and kill them people. I ain't sadistic. Based on what I think, not what I know. And I ain't had nobody to tell me they was involved. But when there is an agenda, when grown people say, well, listen, hey, I'm going to wait for the police to say it. They ain't said nothing. They ain't said nothing. So I can't do that to them people. She involved. Yeah, she involved. We gonna start a crusade on her. She trying to protect her. So that equals to, if you ain't going along with my narrative, you really cutting into my money. And some of them, I ain't getting my job done because I've been put here to create a narrative. Because you don't hear, they go after me. They go after Raven more than they do talk about Gotti, a lot of them, and Black Youngster. And some of them you ain't never heard talk about Gotti and Black Youngster. Let's keep it real. See, people like mess so much, they look over the obvious stuff. Okay. And so when they sit up and say, well, she try and protect Young Dolph's artists. I, you know, I mean, I can't talk about Young Dolph's family because they the victims. Hey, I can't talk about the victims. I mean that they are a part of him. They weren't involved, so why would I talk bad about them? They are a part of Young Dolph, the person that some of these people claim they want justice for. But it ain't justice. It's just only about views and money with a lot of people. That's it. That's all. I don't make no damn money on here. And I probably would have been gone if they had left me alone. But I'm a Leo for real. You ain't gonna make me do nothing I don't want to do. You'll make me roar louder if you think you're gonna bully me away. So tired, one of my eyes closed and one of them open right here. But I decided right now I'm gonna get on this MF. Tired and all. And guess what? When it's all said and done, what are the people that are like blind following a lot of these people that don't do anything but try and violate folks gonna do? Because it's not gonna be what they said. They'll be able, some of them then accuse so many damn folks. All they're gonna say is, I told you, but you accuse everybody. So you throw everything up against the wall. Okay, one thing gonna stick. But people are so blind. And it shouldn't even matter if you getting on here and everybody getting together and they say, well, this is what I think. Well, this is what I think. And you respect each other. Everybody thinks something differently. But it's too many emotionally unstable adults, old ass niggas, because they have an agenda and it ain't a good agenda. They go after people, they start violating people, they start sending people at people, right? When they don't agree with them. That's what they do. And so that's how you know that those types of people don't want no justice. Because, see, I'm going to get on my channel because I'm mentally sane. And I'm going to vlog and say whatever I want to say. And I might look at a few other channels when I have time. And I might say to myself, I look at some channels, oh, wow, that's not right, but okay. You ain't going to see me writing in the comments, you telling a lie. You ain't going to see me get a group of people together and go into, I forget the name of that place they go into and start plotting on that person. Because when people start getting you amped up to start messing with other people, they getting charges put on you. That's a charge waiting for you that you ain't even got to have. Because I'm letting you know now, I'm putting charges on anybody, and I'm sending paperwork to anybody that think they're going to violate me because they can't control me. Okay. It's been going on for 2 years. I'm tired. And it's led by the same couple of damn men that call themselves Fallout, and then they start right back working together. They can't fall out because they did too much damn dirt together. That's scamming and hacking and stuff. They can't fall out. And so it's a darn shame when you have to consistently bring the police into stuff because violators refuse to leave you alone. They make up all kinds of lies on you. Listen, I done got too old to even care about a damn lie. I don't even really like to entertain no lies. I don't. I have other things going on. I'm not going to try and diffuse a lie or whatever. I'm saying the word wrong. Okay. I'm just not going. I'm not going to do it. But it's a darn shame. But and it's been going on for 2 years. When something don't work, they go get somebody else to do it. I'm covered by God, so ain't nothing gonna work other than them prayers and that karma that a lot of you got coming your way. And all of these people get involved in something that has nothing to do with them because of a few obsessed men. I think about the young lady who who sent me them 500 emails every single day, y'all. And this ain't no lie. The judge said it. You was sending her at least 10 emails a day. Why? The lady don't know me. I never laid eyes on her. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up because I prayed about it. I've forgiven her. She don't know me. We don't know each other. But it goes to show people start getting people that they think are weak-minded. That lady had venom for me, and she ain't never even had a conversation with me. Because I wouldn't even respond to her on the emails over a year. I had other things going on. Then that nigga sent her out to tell me, you talked about Mr. Onan last year. Look at you now, your daddy dead this year. He told her to say it. Because he thought this time that's what's going to get her. That's going to hurt her about her daddy. And so I was mad at Player Cole because I thought about that nigga when my dad died because he got on here. He didn't mean no harm. I had told him, my dad just transitioned, and he didn't mean no harm when he jumped on and said, "Pray for Miss Tamara because her dad just transitioned." And right after that, that's when I started receiving all of them harassing messages on Facebook. Yeah, your daddy dead, and it came straight from his camp. So that is something sadistic. When you can't get my attention one way, you want me to think about you another way, and then you start getting other people to do it. This time I'm gonna take my hands off of it. And so I go back to the young lady because the young lady um started, she sent me over 500 emails. They hacked me and tried to delete them, right? The investigator was able to subpoena Google. And I told him, I said, they hacked me and deleted the emails. He said, don't matter. Google, I've subpoenaed Google, and they're gonna give them to me. Anyways, all the deleted ones, everything. He subpoenaed them and got them. He said, my God, it was over 500. With all of that venom, you would think that me and this person had an altercation. We never had an altercation. I didn't know her. And then it went from trying to be okay with me to you slept with my husband and me and you was dating Gene Deal. Now Gene Deal is Puffy's bodyguard. I ain't never in my life met Gene Deal or Puffy. So that's what I say about people getting people that are weak-minded to do their dirty work and then laughing about it. Because one of the people that used to be in the clubhouse that been said that vlogger give out assignments to people to go and violate other people. How has that got to do, y'all, with anything as it relates to the Young Dolph's case? And so I was talking to the FBI agent. Shout out to y'all because y'all woke them up with all of those. I'm telling y'all, I appreciate y'all so much. And I was saying, I've gotten to the point where I feel like it ain't but two things that's going to be able to happen, right? Somebody going to have to die because he won't leave me alone. He won't. He won't. They won't leave me alone. It's not just him. Countdown John and them is in it too. They won't leave me alone. They want my attention. Some of them are affiliated with CMG. They won't leave me alone. And I'm going to protect myself. Okay. So hopefully something to be done in the next 30 days, like they say, you know. But I think that it's sad that it has to come to this. I worked for the damn police department. I'm not somebody that calls the police on folks. She just want to see folks go to jail. When they do heinous stuff, they should. If you talking about somebody standing on the corner selling weed, no, I don't think they should go to jail. I mean, all they doing is standing on the corner selling weed. Shit. But when you start talking about violating people, harassing people, stuff like that, yeah, something got to happen because it takes a obsessed person to continuously go at a person and harass them. And it's if it's been 2 years, it becomes dangerous because that's a real obsession. Okay. And so that's why I don't have no patience. When I first got on here, I was so happy. I was just happy that we had 40 people on here. It went up to 60. And then it ain't, I mean, it fluctuates anyways. So I understand what they do. They get into groups. It ain't nowhere in the world I will be a woman and ever try and take down another woman and create bad karma for myself. I understand the laws of the earth. And here's the secret: you can't stop a person from succeeding when it has been preordained. You can't stop it. When it's your time, you're going to get it no matter what. But I ain't never been one to run to the police. And I've worked for the police forever. I'm talking about getting a real check. Some of these folks ain't even getting no checks and working for them. See, that's what I have issues with when you work for free. Yeah, so this is what they do. They get their hackers, right, to try and they start hacking in, trying to disable my VPN so that they can start trying to hack into my computer. I have some. Okay, that's what they do. That's what they do. I wonder who it's gonna be tonight because before it was Big Stepper, and then sometimes it was somebody from down in Alabama. I wonder who it's gonna be tonight because they sure been tracking. Right? Wonder if it's one of the Hispanics from down in Texas. Hmm. It's gonna be interesting. One thing about some of these Hispanics that's over here hacking, they a lot of them is on a green card or something, ain't it? I don't think they're gonna let them stay over here in the United States after a security risk hacking. That's what I don't understand about StreamYard. That's something that we're gonna look at too, as far as a lawsuit, because they ain't supposed to be able to control the system like that. A lot of them know how to manipulate the system. That's the reason why I don't let. Did you notice, like, when I used to have a lot of people up on my panel, and then I would start letting certain folks up. That's why I don't drop the link. You would start seeing people drop down. That's because they was knocking them down. People that they didn't want up on my panel, they was knocking them down because they knew how to manipulate the StreamYard system. And that's the reason I kept their ass up off my panel. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Child. But that's what happens. I love that quote. If you want to know the true character of a man, give him some power. You'll know his true character then. And some of these people, you get on the internet and there are all types of different people. And there are people that have low self-esteem. They want to belong so bad, right? And you have people that have bullying type personalities. They're manipulative narcissists. And so they know how to pull in weak people. They have issues with strong-minded people like myself because they know they could never pull me in. So their goal is we gonna break them. Well, I can't break them. I'm gonna try to get a crusade going to break them. I told you bitches I grew up in the projects. We walked on top of glass bare feet. I might get on here and cry sometimes because I have little soft spots. Not these Negroes. They ain't never made me cry. I get to thinking about my daddy. I get to thinking about how messed up our community is. I get to thinking about the children, and it makes me cry. Cause see, I worry about real issues, right? I worry about real issues. Okay. But what they start doing is they go, I'm a breaker. You can't break me. I'm covered by God. What you've done is you've broken yourself. Because everybody that has came up against me that I didn't do anything to, you're gonna reap what you sow. If you're jealous of my potential, I already had this potential. YouTube didn't make me nobody. I was somebody when I was born. No title, no job, no money, none of that makes me. I was somebody when I came out of the womb. That's the difference in between me and a whole lot of people. I understand that they don't. And so if I don't get on YouTube again, I'm gonna be somebody. Because a title, how many subscribers, or nothing. It don't make me who I am. I know who I am. And so I ain't trying to be like nobody else. I've been doing this for 10 years. This is the same style that I've had for 10 years. I be on TV every week. So if I'm trying to be like somebody else, that means I would have had to try to be like them 10 years ago when I didn't even know them. It don't make no sense. And so that's why I say our people, y'all need some help. Our people need some help. You know, it's not poverty that's killing our people. It's jealousy. The number one problem in the Black community is jealousy. That's what's taking our community out. Everything that's happening with us, it starts with jealousy. Jealousy is the mother of all evil. It gives birth to everything else, all this killing, all of this stuff that we see going on. It was conceived through jealousy. That's the number one problem in the Black community. When people get jealous, they become crabs in the barrel. Well, I ain't getting out. Don't you know if your brother got out first, he could probably reach back and pull, give him the opportunity. Say, we gonna kill him. That's why. Somebody once said to me, when you get up out the barrel, that bucket with those crabs, you need to look back one time and shoot that barrel and let all the water drain out of it. I guess the crabs die when they're not in water or something. I don't know. And never look back again. But you have so many people that have good hearts that they want to try to help the other crabs, especially if they struggled in that bucket together, even though they've been pulling them back down, right? And here's the thing, they'll never be satisfied. Even if you was to pull them out, because you got to connect, they'll never be satisfied. They'll backstab you until they take you out to try to turn the person that's showing you the favor against you. So a lot of times it don't serve you no purpose. You actually hurt yourself when you pull them out. Especially when they were a crab trying to keep you in there with them. See, their minds don't tell them, if my brother get out, he got to get out and learn the system. And then once he learns the system, he can reach back in. He know how to navigate through it. He can reach back in and pull me out. No, you know, little Johnny been out now for 10 days. He ain't pull us out. We gonna kill that nigga. You kill your brother physically before he can even learn the system and reach back and get you out. That's what's happening in the Black community. Then when you finally get out, you don't really want the job. You don't really want, you want somebody to give you something. And then you just don't want to see your brother, your sister in the position. Everybody ain't meant to be in certain positions. Sometimes it's meant for your brother to get out because he got the character to woo the people and and learn the system and get the information to be able to go back and help the rest of the people. But the problem is everybody want to be in front. Bitch, you ain't got the character or the mind to be in the front. You don't want to follow. You ain't got the mind to lead. You don't want to learn. You need to learn something. Instead, you get jealous. Even though you eating, you mad at your brother for being able to lead and having the character to get the people to like him so that everybody can eat. I hate that nigga. Yeah, but you eating. Yeah, but look at him. He in the front and we in the back, even though everybody getting the same thing. Jealousy is what's tearing our community up. Your brother didn't even have to pull you out the barrel. If you think I'm lying, let's revert back to Dr. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. They started getting jealous because Malcolm X had the vocabulary. He could command attention. He was driven. Even though the brothers was benefiting, they was jealous of him. Dr. Martin Luther King, his life was on the line every single day, but he had the character to command the attention, right? He knew how to sit at the table with people and talk to them and pull at their heartstrings to get what was needed to help all of our people. And you had Negroes around him that was jealous of him. Even though it was helping our community, the future of their generations, they wanted him dead because they was jealous. They feel like they were supposed to be in the front, and half of them couldn't even talk. They stutter every damn time they open their mouth. Who gonna listen to that? Everybody ain't meant to lead. Sometimes you meant to be in the background and do and help in the background. Some people are better in the background. I like being in the background. You can ask anybody when I do anything for anybody. I'll say, what you need me to do? I put my finger up. Shh, I'm in the background. I'll do whatever you need. Ain't nobody even got to know I'm doing it. Right? Everybody eating. If you getting, that's the difference in between a lot of other communities, especially white folks. They'll say in a minute, I'll invest in what you got going on, but I want to be a silent partner. I don't want nobody to know I'm silent. Because all they want is their money. Okay. I ain't gotta be seen. It's it's all about the bottom line, and the bottom line is the money. You could be the face of anything. Hey, you be as a matter of fact, you gonna be the face of it. That's what's going on with a lot of these celebrities. They ain't rich like y'all think they the face. They done gave a better percentage of their business up to the bigger companies, and you just don't know it. But you stay the face because you black, and it's the black community that we target. But with us, I want to be seen, and you ain't getting a damn dime. That's how they able to make a damn fool out of a lot of our people now in the entertainment industry. Everybody want to be seen. They don't understand that wealth and fame is not associated or affiliated. It's supposed to be, but it's not. Not in the black community. They'll give you all the fame you want as long as they get the money. Rest in peace, Young Dolph says, what's poppin', Miss T? Long live Dolph. You already know what's going. Monday approaching, and they time almost up. Can't fake it no more. Right. This Young Dolph's case is playing out every single day. Every single day. So they're not gonna be able to fake it. But I guess they feel like, I'm stopping them from getting their last little droplings. When everybody, I'm gonna tell you something. I looked at Double Tap, and I used to like to look at Sauce. I hadn't seen Sauce on here in a long time. I don't even know if he still vlog, but Sauce got other things going on because they got popsicle trucks and stuff. So you have other things going on. You don't get on here and fight. The energy is different. See, Double Tap, I believe he works at FedEx, and I know you can make money over there at the FedEx. Okay, Player Code got things going on outside of here. Cypress got things going on. There are people that have things when they got things going on outside of YouTube. You don't see them on YouTube violating and running plays. They're not gonna do it. That's too much energy when you have other things going on the outside of here. So I don't. I've never heard those vlogs. Even true. Let me just say, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on out there. Whatever True Results got going on, I don't see True Results on here violating people. So we might laugh and kiki sometimes, but hey, True Results be outside for real. And if he want to know something, he could jump on his bike or jump in his car and go at to anywhere. As a matter of fact, he be all in other states. So he must be getting around some kind of way. Okay. Regardless to how we feel about his commentaries sometimes. Okay. He don't bother nobody. So when you have other things going on, regardless to whether I agree with what those vloggers put on their page, and I don't agree with what everybody say, but when there's a mutual respect, hey, I can't control what they put on their page. I can't control it. So why would I try and violate them or be mad at them? That would make me mentally ill. And so when I see men that get on here that don't do that, I have the utmost respect for them. When they can do their vlog and mind their own business and ain't on here feeling like they need to create a team to try and tear down other people. That's not about trying to do anything as it relates to a case. That's simply trying to use other people, and they creating bad karma for themselves because you're going to pay for what you do to folks that ain't did nothing to you, to try to eliminate people so that they can make all the money. And as soon as they get these people to do that, they start working on them because they feel like they're supposed to be the only ones making money. Okay. And so that's why I say, you guys, this the ratchetness in our community, it's got to stop. It's got to stop. It's sad when a lot of the younger adults and teenagers are watching the adults act just like kids. And I always feel this way, and I know a lot of women may feel differently. I feel like when the head is out of balance, when the head is out of order, nothing can be in order. And it's too many men that's just out of order. Those A lot of them that call themselves leading their household, they ain't. Let's just be real about it. They're not. Okay. Well, when you start talking about trying to, what does it have to do? What does solving the Young Dogs case have to do with trying to find out where somebody's mother lives? Wanting to know who somebody's children are, wanting to know about their kids. What does that have to do with the Young Dogs case? So the people that blindly follow these people, are they just violators too? And they're using the Young Dogs case as a disguise to just violate people? Because surely everybody knows that has nothing to do with the Young Dogs case. Your March 11th is approaching. And they forget the repercussions for what they're doing is either jail or hell. That's true. It's either jail or hell. Anyways, y'all. I mean, I got on here and I went in a completely another direction, but I was just I was not feeling it. I'm tired of all of the violations and stuff. I am. I am. Right. That's exactly how it has been. One thing that I know about men that violate, they don't like strong women that they can't pull in or they can't control. So when they know they can't do that, then what they start trying to do is doing whatever they can to try to mentally beat them down. I wish I would let a damn scumbag on the internet beat me down mentally. And so the next thing after that, as I was telling somebody today, if something is not done, it's physical. They've already sent somebody to my house. They already tried to lie on me and create an atmosphere for somebody to do something to me and to say, well, they were saying that she was playing both sides. Hell, I don't play no damn sides. I'm a grown woman. I vlog on a damn case and I say justice for young dog. But they try to create this atmosphere and put these lies out there, hoping that they can do something to me and say, well, probably one of young Dolph people because they said she was playing both sides. Now I know the game. And the FBI know the game now. Whew, child. I should be in the bed because I gotta get up early. I gotta go get my y'all know I want to get my windows. I'm going to get my windows tinted a shade darker. And I know they say that I know they say that you can't get your windows tinted too dark because well actually I am going in the morning because they'll pull you over whatever. I think I'm gonna just have to go back and yeah, I'm gonna just have to get my police tags because I can get some FOP tags. But I be hating it when I had them before. People were scratching, girl, folks will scratch your car up when they see them tags on the back of your car. But since I want my windows tinted for my personal car dark, I I need to get that so that the state troopers and stuff won't pull me over. He says, "Does anybody have a hot tub?" I have a hot tub. Well, no, I don't. I don't have a hot tub. I have a jacuzzi tub in my restrooms. I need to get a hot tub. I want a swimming pool in the back of. I'm thinking about getting a swim. But you know what? The thing about it is like I want a swimming pool in the ground. I really have to hustle for that, huh? Teresa says, "My mom always told me that God won't give you more than you can handle and only makes you stronger." I feel like everything happens for a reason. All of these violations, I need to look at what the pros and cons are. I just want a swimming pool in the ground. I've never liked those big swimming pools that people put in their backyards that just be sitting up back there big and stuff and not in the ground. I just want a swimming pool in the ground, but I know they're expensive. hmm I guess so I could have a pool party or something. I always like to have stuff in my house because I don't ever go nowhere. And I'm serious, like other than to work, I'm back at home or at my mama's house or over at my daughter's house, spending time with my grandbaby. But y'all, I cried today. I'm gonna tell y'all why I cried. My daughter told me today that she put my grandbaby in daycare. I cried and I was like, Lord, I know that I be busy, but I take time out because I take her to the office and stuff with me. But I don't want her going to the daycare because I don't think they're gonna give her the attention that she deserves at the daycare. So today, before I came home, I had stopped at Aldi's and she loved those little smoothie Gerber smoothies like with the banana and apple and stuff in them. And normally at Walmart they're like $1 and something. And at Aldi's I was able to get them for like 60 cents. And I brought her so many of them. So I was like, she's gonna have a lot of snacks. I don't want her mama to take them home. She'll have snacks at my house. And so I was thinking about, I was like, when she started sucking on those the smoothies, because they're like I forget you squeeze, they're like a squeezy. And I was like, Lord, my little grandbaby so greedy, like she suck it up in like 1 minute. She don't stop for breath. And I get so tickled because I would say, breathe, Juki, breathe. She will not breathe. She'll suck it until it is all gone. And then she said, after it's all gone, she come up for breath. I said, Lord Jesus, oh God, I gotta teach her. I gotta teach her how to eat. Cause even when she drinking water, she'll drink water and she won't come up for no air. I don't know how she do it. We have to take the bottle from her mouth and she starts screaming. Me too, Tambora. I love being at home. He said the kid only be away from home for me. Yeah, but I just don't want her at the daycare because they do it's so much negligence at the daycare. They have all those kids there. She'll get sick. Cause they bring a lot of germs and stuff home from the daycare. She'll get sick and stuff from the other kids and all those germs. And then they have so many kids, they don't have time to give her. I don't think they'll be able to give her that one-on-one time that she needs. I know I bought her some oatmeal too, cause she like oatmeal, and I bought her some bananas, cause she liked for me to make her some oatmeal, make her oatmeal and chop up bananas and mix it in the oatmeal. So I got her some oatmeal and I got her some bananas and I got her those smoothie juices, and I gotta go get her some popsicles because she loved popsicles. I forgot to get them. I gotta get her some popsicles. I'll get them tomorrow. I'm gonna tell my daughter to make sure she put her in a daycare that has cameras so she can look at her on the phone, so we all can tune in, so I can see what they're doing to her. Yeah, that's what everybody say. I'm gonna tell my daughter to make sure they don't ever put her on the school bus on the bus, because remember they was forgetting and leaving those babies on the bus. Mm-mm. So we'll drop her off and pick her up. There's no need for her to ever get on a bus at all. But I tell y'all what I am going to do, and she's big enough now because she'll be 2 years old this year. I'm getting a swing set. I used to every year. It's funny how I used to do it every year. I used to get my kids a swing set. You know, the ones that you put in the backyard, the play sets. And they would love it for a little while. They would swing and stuff. I was a big kid myself, child. I used to buy all them swing sets with the slide on the side of it, so I could go back there and swing and slide down the sliding board myself. I used to be the main one swinging and sliding down the I my mom was like, "Why do you buy?" So the other kids would come into the yard and they would always tear up the swing set. And then when it starts raining, you wouldn't believe, like by the next year, like the swing set was rust and wop-side. It would be over to one side. So I ended up back then. Those swing sets were only like $99. I was looking at a swing set for my Juki, and don't y'all know those swing sets are over $200? So I was like, I think I'm gonna get a Juki a heavy one this time, because my I don't know what kind I was buying my kids, but it always had two swings on it with a slide. I'm gonna get a heavy one this time so it'll last longer, so I could go back. I could be playing back there too. So I could go slide. I like to swing on swings and stuff. So I can go jump on the swing and I can get on the sliding board and play. He says they need to make that a law, T lady. No web cameras, no daycare, period, for real. I agree. Yep, I'm gonna get my Juki a swing set to put back there, so she'll have everything she need when she come over here. And y'all, she kids are so manipulative. Like she don't be want to give me no kisses at all. And so then when she wants something, don't y'all know she grabbed my face and kissed me? And it just melts my heart and I just give it to her. Yep. I tell y'all. At first I was sleepy, but I ain't even sleepy now. But I know when I hit that bed, I'm going to be child. They need to make that a lot. Yeah. I gotta go back after I leave. Let's see. It's like my days and stuff are always so clogged up. I was thinking about that. I was like, okay, so I gotta get up early so I can go get my windows tinted. I have to write down. My days be so I forget everything. I forget. I gotta remember to call um over to the PD to make sure that I can my get my tags and what else? And then I gotta go back and work again all day. Then come home. I'm trying to think, am I gonna take me a day? Um, I just took off Saturday and Sunday, so I can't take off. My grandbaby in Arkansas, they don't play about the daycare cameras, no excuses. Tambora says he doesn't have grandbabies. I tell you, it's so different with your grandbabies. I don't know. It's like we just let them get away with everything. We let them get away with everything. I wish I had time tomorrow to go get my nails and toes done, but I'm not gonna have time to do it tomorrow. Um, I might be able to go get my nails and toes done, not at the end of the week. Maybe like Wednesday. It won't be too many people. Yeah, I'm really feeling this yellow. I like it. This bright yellow is so beautiful. I'm gonna get it again um another time. I don't know what color I'm gonna get. It's been so hot outside. I was sweating so bad today because it was so hot out there. I don't know what color I want to get. I think I like this yellow. Maybe I'll get a lime green or something. I might get a lime green. Teresa says my grandbaby's got away with more stuff than my kid. I know my grandbaby gets away with a lot. Yeah, I like this yellow and I love the lime green. That's probably when I'm gonna get lime green. Some whenever I go back, I'm gonna get the lime green. I like those bright greens. And I'm so happy that it's getting warm again because I get to wear my sandals and stuff. But the weather is so crazy. Like it was so hot today, and then it may be. Let's see. It's 71 right now. They say it's raining. I don't see no rain. So it goes back down tomorrow. I think we're gonna have an early spring because it's gonna be 66, 67, 66, and then Saturday it's gonna rain and be 57. And then it goes back up to 61, 68. So I think spring is gonna come in kind of early. We may end up skipping spring. You know how sometimes because we did that one year, like it skipped spring and went straight to summer. Now I don't like that because spring is my favorite part of the season. I love the weather when it's like 71, 75. I wish it could be like that all year. That's perfect. Oh my gosh. She said it's going to be 90 in Texas tomorrow. That's the desert. He says it's raining like cats and dogs. I wonder why I don't. Now, when I was on my way home, I saw in the sky, I saw the lightning, but it didn't start raining or nothing. But it's saying that it's raining. I don't hear it. Normally, if I hear the rain, I be so happy. I run and jump in the bed because I love to lay in the bed. I'm so weird, or lay on the couch and listen to the rain hit my roof. Like it's so therapeutic. My auntie, one of my aunties got a house, and her house, like a part of her roof, like a little part of her roof in her bedroom and in her living room is glass. So you could see, like you could see through it. It's so beautiful. So when it rains, you could see the rain and stuff. Oh my god. I wish I had that. She said it was 88 today. Yeah, me too. I'd rather have heat than cold. When it's cold, I'm so unmotivated. All I want to do is just sleep in, and it's hard for me to get out. Marie said, "Hello, Miss T. I will wear my swing suiter." What's that? Swing suiter. And I just want to stay in. But when it's hot, I like to put on my sundresses. I'm gonna tell y'all something. At the end of last summer, I bought me so many sundresses. So many. So I got a lot of cute sundresses to wear. I can't wait. Um oh, she said after work. I hear you. Mm, that's how my homie house is in Tampa, Florida. All glass room, beautiful at night when it's raining too late. I know. Oh my God. I bet it is. I bet it is. I love glass everything. Like all of my desk over at my studio, and I'm so glad I got those desks and stuff when they were very reasonable. They're glass. I am fascinated with glass stuff. Like my wooden tables, wooden but got glass in the middle. And like the majority of when y'all hear me in the kitchen, the reason why you be hearing bling bing bing because the majority of my pans are glass. I just love the I love glass stuff. You know what? I would be scared that she would fall out of the treehouse. Hell, I think I would be like Michael Jackson. I would be trying to get up in the treehouse myself. I always liked tree houses. I always wanted a tree house. But I was always scared my daughters and stuff would fall out of the tree house. He got a all grass pool table with fishes in it too. Ooh, I bet that is so nice. I'm gonna tell you something I almost did with my with my living rooms, my dining room table. I almost bought a glass one that had a fish aquarium on the bottom that light up, but I was like, I don't feel like being bothered with. I know me. I would buy it and say, well, you know what? I put the water in it, but I ain't gonna put the fish in it. And then once I start looking at it, I'd be like, you know what? It's cool to put fish in it, and those fish stink, and you have to clean. It'll probably be hell trying to clean trying to clean the aquarium, and then I don't know what it is about fish. They dies real quick. I don't have time for all that. No, I never heard of that. A wood tree house with swing to it. No, I haven't. Yeah, I bought me a roast today when I was in Aldi's, and I'm gonna put it in my because I ate really bad today because I was out. So I've had to take one of my detoxers. So I probably be getting up in a few minutes anyways when I go to sleep because my stomach gonna start hurting. But I bought me a roast and I'm gonna put it in my slow cooker. And by the time I get home tomorrow, put it on low. It should be ready. The meat should be ready. The food should be ready. And I will die. I'll make sure I do not stop and give me anything to eat. Oh, they're very strong. Okay. Well, maybe I'll look at that. Oh wow, it costs 500 to clean in a month. Ooh, that's a lot of money. Oh, it's a tax write-off. Okay, you guys. I think I'm gonna go on and get off because I just thought about. I need to put my roast up. I've got some stuff I need to take out of the bag. I can't go to sleep unless things are organized and put up. And I got a load of clothes. Of course, I can't go to bed until all the clothes in the house are washed. So I have phobias about that. I don't know why I'm so. My grandma got me weird like that. My grandma used to say, "You can't. You're not supposed to go to sleep with dirty clothes." I used to be up at night washing clothes, and I still do. I love washing though. That's why I buy so much washing stuff. When my friends would call me, I would be up at night. I would answer the phone. They would always say, "What, you up washing?" I'm like, "Yeah," because I can't go to sleep until all the clothes are washed. So it's 1 o'clock. I need to put in a load of clothes. So number one load, I gotta wash them though before I go to sleep. I need to put up my roast, stock up my grandbaby little pantry because I bought her some goodies. Anyways, you guys, I enjoyed you guys tonight as always. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. It has been an absolute pleasure. Okay. I love you guys. Have a good night.